I watched Snow White, so you don't have to. Currently, Snow Woke and the 7 pronouns is sitting at 43% on the tomato meter on Rotten Tomatoes. So what went wrong? Why is this one of the worst live action remakes that Disney has ever put out? Well, first of all, let's talk about the princess, Snow Brown, a spicy Latina with skin as white as snow.
I don't think any of us expected the reaction that came with the Disney version of Snow White. Then they cast Rachel Zegler as Snow White, and you think, okay, well, it's a race swap of the character, and it seems a bit nonsensical given the nature of the Germanic legend. But okay, fine.
And the name of the movie, and the plot of the movie, and the fact that if you want, like, I don't care about the skin color of the characters, but when the literal line from the movie is "skin as white as snow," yeah, and that's why her name is Snow White, it makes it kind of weird. So why is her name Snow White?
The film tries to explain why her name is Snow White. It's because she was born on the night of a blizzard. It was snowing outside, so we had to call her Snow White. That's right. In this cinematic universe, you name your children based on the weather and color. You should meet her sister, Rain Black, or Wind Clear. Rachel Zegler is the Barack Obama of Latinas. I mean, she's one of the whitest Latinas they probably could have gotten. Guardian's Peter Bradshaw said that it was a pointless and exhaustingly awful reboot with tiresome pseudo-progressive additions that tie the whole thing in knots. Here's the major problem with Snow Woke. They didn't go far enough woke, and they didn't go far enough traditional family values. They're trying to please both sides throughout the movie, and it's very evident that it didn't really resonate with either the right or the left. Now, of course, Snow White don't need no man, so gone is Prince Charming. Instead, we get Jonathan, very similar to the Ryder character in Tangled. He's not a prince. He's not going to save her, except he does, and there's still a love story. They fall in love. He rescues her, but she don't need no man. Now, this film is not superficial. Obviously, it does not focus on fair, meaning attractive, as we can see with Lord Farquaad here. The fairest one of all takes on a different meaning here, pivoting from solely a question of physical beauty to one of compassion and charity as well. So fairest in the land is who has the most justice, who has the most kindness, who has the most compassion. So how in the hell is the evil queen the fairest of them all, if it's nothing about beauty? The queen is essentially the fist of justice in the land. And Snow White's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. That's right, Disney Princess Snow White is going to lead a rebel uprising. So stupid. Now, along the way, Snow Brown is going to meet some other characters, namely the horrifying, incredibly creepy, uncanny valley 7 dwarves. Both sides can agree that these little CGI monsters are nightmare fuel. Something I really hated was Dopey in the original film, 1937 classic, was mute and deaf. Hey, we had diversity back in 1937, everyone. He was disabled. However, in this remake, Dopey can talk. He just has social anxiety. Luckily, Snow Brown was there to give him a therapy session to break through his social chains. Now, after we meet the dwarves, we meet like 10 other people in the form of the bandits. Now, these are actually the live actors that we saw pre-production of the movie. This is the group of people we thought were originally going to be the dwarves. So you have CGI dwarves, and then you have actual real-life actors, and we're supposed to care about all 20 of these people. This is Disney playing it safe, still having some live action people and some CGI. Now, Rachel Zegler, as an actress, I'd say she could have a pretty decent job at a Disney amusement park. She's very sing-songy. Go to Disneyland in California. You'll find some chick dressed up as a princess. Oh, hello, I love you. So nice to meet you. I'd actually say Gal Gadot is the worst actress here, and her voice is so monotone, it is almost unbearable to listen to her belt a song out. Zegler can at least pretend to be a Disney princess, although super watery, super sugary, super fake feeling. Now, with the amount of CGI in this film, it's like everything was just filmed in front of a green screen and then edited for 3 or 4 years. That's really what it feels like. It's just dripping with computer graphics. Since so many of the animals and set pieces are CGI, you just never really connect with the world. It just feels computer generated. Now this hot, woke garbage film ends with kindness. Through kindness, Snow White convinces the evil queen's guards to switch sides. The evil queen asks the magic mirror one last time, who is the fairest of them all? And the mirror responds that it will forever be Snow White. The evil queen has a meltdown and smashes the mirror, and she disintegrates and gets sucked into the mirror. What? If you look at the original Snow White, it has a 97% score, while the remake has a 43%. And if you look at the top critics, it's a 28%. Now, the audience reviews is where it really exposes the difference between the liberals and the conservatives. Daniel K, 5 stars. I just love the cast in their movie, and the singing was awesome. Rachel Zegler was perfect for her role as Snow White. This is a must-see. I want to see it again. JB says, 1 star, worst thing I've ever watched. My eyes were bleeding and my kids were running around the theater. Trash. Jerry S says, Lord Farquaad would not be proud. They swapped the ugly witch and Snow White. Gal Gadot should have been Snow White. She's beautiful. Massive departure from the original and too woke to be remotely enjoyable. Skip it. This is the problem though. Disney wants to please both sides. The Beauty and the Beast live adaptation at least stuck a little bit more to the source material. Belle isn't a Native American bisexual. She's not a transgender. She's a white chick that ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time, but ended up with the right guy. Look, Disney, the woke mob will never be happy. No film can ever be gay enough. No film can ever be trans enough for them. So quit trying to appeal to the lefties. Because no matter what you do, you just can't be woke enough. So stick to what you do best and what you've been doing for literally over 100 years. Tell great stories, explore family values, and keep this woke nonsense out of your future movies. Did you see Snow White? What did you think? Or do you refuse to see it? Drop a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to Conservative Vibes. I'm CV, and I'll see you in the next video.